As the Italian Grand Prix awaits us, it is once again the time to talk about upgrades. With the teams preparing themselves for the Temple of Speed, many changes are on its way to make haste for more speed. So in today's video, let's talk about what we can expect from the teams in terms of upgrades, especially from the likes of McLaren, Ferrari, Aston Martin, and Mercedes, as the fight for the last place in the podium seems to be a four-way fight. Let's start this video with Alfa Romeo. Despite being 9th on the constructors' standings with just 9 points to their name, the 2023 campaign has been pretty decent for Alfa Romeo. Their upgrades have been pretty decent, as the team has gained nearly 4/10 of performance. While that is impressive, the team had a poor car from the start, so that gain in performance has not really translated into some good points finishes. For Monza, Alfa Romeo are reportedly going to introduce a huge package aimed at improving the car's aerodynamic efficiency. The biggest part in that package is said to be a side pods upgrade, which the team has not even done once yet for the season. Their side pods design has been generic so far, sticking with their initial down washing concept. The team has not tried on introducing a water slide or even an aggressive undercut like the Red Bulls up until now. So for Monza, one of the two is expected to be debuted by the future Audi team. Also, a floor upgrade is pending. The floor upgrade will focus on downforce generation coupled with drag reduction. The Swiss car does have a great balance, and the team will be working around only the drag and efficiency problems to make great use of the good balance which the car already has. Next team on this list with upgrades for Monza is McLaren. So the Woking-based squad brought this new rear wing to the Dutch GP. The team did run it during practice, but opted for its old configuration for the actual Grand Prix. What we can make of it is that the team were trying to get some correlation data with a new wing spec. From what we saw through the practice session at Zandvoort, this new rear wing was actually shedding drag, which was proven by good top speed numbers for the MCL 60. But according to several media reports, this is not the rear wing the team will be bringing Team Monza. The team are working on a different low drag rear wing spec, with many more upgrades along it to allow the car to adapt a low downforce spec completely for track like Monza and Las Vegas. This was revealed by McLaren team boss Andrea Stella, as he went on to say. "We are working on an evolution of these concepts for post-shutdown. There is another kind of round of changes to the bodywork and floor. We still have to sign this off, and we have a few more days of work, but if we are successful, then we will definitely attempt to bring it in one of the events soon after the shutdown." McLaren, since the Austrian Grand Prix upgrades, has a good car for racetracks of medium to high downforce requirements. What the team lacked was low downforce specific parts, which was apparent with how the Belgian race weekend turned out for the Woking-based squad. Monza is a track like Monaco, where the teams have to really adapt the car to the track's needs. Monaco is of lots of slow corners, with high downforce requirements, and we saw many teams bringing lots of upgrades to that race. With Monza being the polar opposite in demands, we should expect teams to do the same by introducing upgrades aimed at improving the efficiency and straight-line speed of the car. Next, let's talk about home heroes, Ferrari. Since the season's inception, we saw that the SF23 was a car which suited low downforce racing circuits. Proof is Leclerc's podium at the Belgian Grand Prix. And with the Italian Grand Prix being the home race for Ferrari, the pace shown by the SF23 on low downforce circuits is encouraging for the team, as well as the Tifosi. The RB19 is a very efficient car, especially with its DRS advantage. But the Ferrari is no slouch, as it has a very efficient car, evident with its top speeds without DRS. And we did talk very recently about Ferrari working hard on trying to replicate the Red Bull's DRS effect on the SF23, and it seems the Ferrari DRS is only second to Red Bull with the latest data. The same cannot be said about cornering performance, as we did see how terrible the car was around the corners at Zandvoort. But with the Monza circuit having just 11 corners, with most of them being high speed, the top speed factor could be the deciding factor this weekend. But to build on that existing advantage, Ferrari are reportedly going to introduce a huge upgrade package this weekend, fully focused on tire degradation and aerodynamic drag reduction. We know a livery upgrade is incoming as it is the home ground they are on, but new parts are also on the way. Downforce is the biggest problem on the Ferrari car, which was evident with its performance around Zandvoort. But the speed along the main straight was impressive, which could provide a real boost for the team at Monza. A low downforce rear wing is the first on the list, a different spec from what they ran at Belgium. The team is also going to make revisions to its floor, the floor edge specifically, to improve the drag component. A rear upgrade is also in the works, mostly to the diffuser section, to make synonymous changes to go with its beam wing upgrade of late. Monza will play at all of the strengths of the SF23, so it will be interesting on what changes the team will make and how much they will actually gain with those said changes. Next team on the line is Aston Martin. Aston Martin is a team I did not expect to see upgrades from, considering that the team did introduce one big package at Zandvoort. But Mike Krack did speak to Sky Sports Germany and revealed that the team has upgrades lined up for the Italian GP as well. And according to the team boss, the upgrades coming to Monza are huge. The Silverstone-based squad has been able to improve its aerodynamic efficiency of late, since the upgrades made at the Canadian Grand Prix. Considering the team's and Alonso's performance at Zandvoort, Aston Martin do have a pretty quick car, which has the ability to fight for the podium at Monza. Ferrari will be a quick car around Monza, so it won't be easy for Aston Martin to just sneak through. But the upgrades the team has aimed for the Italian GP will give them a good shot at a high place finish. The team, as others, will introduce a low downforce, low drag rear wing, and the team is set to introduce a new front wing specification aimed at improving the car's aerodynamic performance in favor of straight line speed. There has been a recent debate about the legality of Aston Martin's front wing regarding the flexing, but I think all of that has been sorted out, and the team are working on improving the performance of the AMR 23 from here onwards. But other details regarding this upgrade package is still a big known. The team has labeled the Monza upgrades to be huge, so it could be another floor revision or tweaks to the side pods. But whatever it is, the team is banking on this upgrade package heavily to give them the competitive advantage at Monza. I hope Aston Martin are not doing something similar to what they did in 2022 by introducing that sick slim rear wing last season. Finally, let's move on to Mercedes. While the team, as we did expect, did make changes to the floor edge to cement its Belgium upgrades, the Silver Arrows are also going to introduce some new parts at Monza. But much of the anticipated upgrades for Zandvoort did not actually make its way. Now, it might be that the team are saving them for later and are still trying to learn as much as they can from the existing car. The Silver Arrows also introduced a new beam wing at the Dutch GP, which I believe will make its way to Monza. But the actual underfloor has not yet been upgraded, and I expect the team to debut it at Monza and test the new floor's downforce generation and drag reducing aspects at Monza. Other upgrades are considered to be minor, but they will be mostly track specific. The team will also be using the low downforce rear wing that Hamilton ran at Belgium. The W13 last year actually was able to achieve a podium finish at Monza, with a lot of drag issues. So I expect Mercedes to hopefully, with the set upgrades, will be able to challenge for a podium result. With the race weekend coming ever so close, what are your expectations for the Italian Grand Prix? Which team with the potential upgrades do you think will be the closest to the Red Bulls at Monza? Very much into your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section down below. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads, to keep yourselves up to date about the 2023 Formula One season.